Hi and welcome back, and today I'm going to finally finish the welding. It's a job I've been putting off for a while now, mainly because I've got to do it on my back, and as we all know, welding on your back is never any fun. So I'm just going to go and get everything set up, and we're going to jump under the Cortina and I'll show you where we're at with it.
So I've been getting on with it. I filled in this piece here and I've got a little bit to do up there, but I'm going to take this off now so that I can tidy up all these welds, get a flange made for the top and paint behind it. That was awkward. So I've drilled the panel a bit like the factory version. I still want to keep that look. Right, got on with it, mainly because I was running out of light and power in general. So that's the panel. It looks a bit weird, but it's going underneath, so it's not too bad. Welded an extra flange so I can weld it. I've got a bit more accessibility to weld this top side, and I have painted the inside of it. I've also painted the inside of the panel where this is going, which I'll show you in a sec, but basically that is good. It'll go on, I'll weld round, and that should be about it for the welding underneath. So let's get on with it. Right, it's welded in, a bit problematic. Let me put my light down somewhere. There we go. So yeah, it's on, stiff, had a bit of burning through. I've got that piece, oh god, you can't see that. I've got this bit to fill with, I'll make a little piece that'll go in there. But for the most part, that is done, which is pretty cool. A couple little welds to tidy up. But that should be about it now. So I'll get that bit finished. I've got, let me think, I've got primer on the way. I've got to clean all this off because this is like a mix of oil and dust. So I want to try what I think I'll do. Well, prime all the bits that are bare metal that I've cut out over the last couple of months. But when I come to paint it, I want to paint pretty much from here, so the start of the tunnel all the way to the axle. So the seat, because I've done bits for the seats, I've done various other bits and pieces, and obviously this. Plus it was starting to look a bit tired, so I thought, well, might as well use that as an opportunity to get that painted. So the primer should be here tomorrow. I'll get that finished first and then we'll crack on. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some primer. I had filmed this with the camera, but then I realised I knocked it over my head. I'm just drilling out the spot welds. I've got a couple more to do. 1, 2, 3, and I reckon I'll split that about here because I don't think I'm going to get any further up with the drill, you see. But the bottom's out, and yeah, I just happened to be moving around way too much and knocked the camera over, so unfortunately there's no footage of me doing that, but it's really laborious, so you're not missing out, just using that and a punch. Anyway, I'll finish off those few bits and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. So the primer's arrived. It's a basic 2-pack epoxy. I'll get it mixed up. I'll add a little bit of thinners to it because I want it to be thin so it gets into any cracks, nooks, you know, whatever. And that way I can make sure everything's actually got some primer on it. So it's all primed and ready to go. So really happy with how it looks. But next up, I want to seam seal with this, so probably going to make a bit of a mess. One thing I have done, where's the camera, is I've given it a bit of a wider cut and an angle, so that way what I've found in the past is that I can actually get a decent angle, get a decent spread, and then I'll just make sure that I've not missed any bits. So yeah, the plan now is to say seam seal, and then I can sort of walk away and be happy. I've still got to do another test fit and figure out what I'm going to do with the prop shaft, which is why I'm not painting today. But yeah, I'm pretty good with that. Oh, and the other reason I use a contrasting colour, so primed in grey, seam seal in black, and paint will be white, is that what I want to make sure of when I come to paint is that I haven't missed any of the seams. So I always go with like a different colour. Just thought I'd pass that on. I know the seam sealer will keep all the water and stuff out, but if I know that I can see the seam sealer, then I know that the Raptor that I'm going to put on, it's a bit light in that area. So I just thought I'd just share that. Anyway, seam sealing. The seam sealer is a little wider than what you'd expect, but I just wanted to make sure that all the welds were perfectly covered. I don't want to get any water in there, but I'm happy with it. So with everything finished and it's all primed and seam sealed, it looks great. I'm really happy that it's all one colour. It seems to be, it's a really simple job, but it actually just finishes it all off quite nicely. I hope you found it interesting and enjoyed it. And if you wouldn't mind just dropping me a like, I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, we'll be back soon with some more engine and gearbox shenanigans. Thanks for watching.